At my very first church, I was a part time youth pastor before they hired me on full time. And one of the things that I did, of course, is I went to a board meeting and I was incredibly excited. Because in the board meeting, we discussed the need for a new church sign, which was a huge upgrade because we were at a fairly important crossroads where three roads kind of came together, and the sign was in a wonderful location, but the sign did not speak well of the church, if you will. It was out of date, and it didn't communicate anything we really wanted to communicate other than maybe the facts. And so after the board meeting, I shared my excitement with the vice chairman of the board, and he looked at me and he said, "Yeah, we've been talking about the need for a new church sign for about 7 years. But we never go forward on it. We never make any forward motion or progress." And I'm happy to report now, about, I don't know, what is this, about 27 years later, I know they have a new sign. I don't know how long they've had it because I've been back through there. But it struck me that one of the problems in that conversation was this next leadership principle called next steps. And next steps very simply means that one of the most important outcomes of any meeting is, what are we going to do next? What comes next? What actual action items are going to be occurring? Who's going to be doing them, and when will they be done by? Those things are absolutely crucial to make a meeting worth meeting. You're getting together leaders, or at least you should be in meetings of significant value to your organization, whether that be the church or any other organization. And if you're going to bring leaders together, you're occupying part of their busy schedules. And if the meeting just drones on with no action items taken, they will despise the meeting. There's actually a great book, well, I would say a good book by Patrick Lencioni about, what's the name of that? Something about the death by meeting, I think is what it's called. So that's definitely worth a read. But if you're going to have a meeting, you should discuss significant things and there should be next steps taken. That way you're moving the ball forward. As John Madden used to say, you need to matriculate the ball down the field. And so at the end of the meeting, there needs to be action steps that you've decided upon. You need to know who's going to do them, when they're going to be done by, so that you can hold them accountable. And that makes meetings far more exciting than whatever content you happen to be discussing. Do something with the decisions that are made. Don't just talk. Next steps.